Hi Roshna,
Hi,
this is Dr. Swaroop on behalf of Magic 20 Tamil. Tell us a bit about yourself.
my name is Roshna Safo. I am the founder and chief sales strategist for Virtual Captains. Before I came into Virtual Captains, I just want to talk something about how I came from an employee to an employer, wherein I'm very passionate to do sales. When I got into a first job, I never had any clue of how marketing going to hit to me because I never had any kind of background on sales. I've been into computer application as my background. Then I worked for 2 years in marketing company. Then I felt, marketing is my cup of tea. Then I have to found myself and a self-driven person. And then but my family just pushed me to do it. That means they give me all the freedom to do it. So full time I just got into my MBA. And the same time, my part time I worked for another company. Then earned myself to do my MBA, completing my MBA. Then after that, I got into a company wherein they just asked me what you wanted to become.
Okay.
Then that time itself I got to know that I want to become a strategic architect. And no one had a clue of an employee was asking me, what do you mean by strategic architect? And strategic architect wherein people always has to, not to be consistent on their strategies. That will be always in changing.
Right.
And how we have to change the strategy that matters to me. When I was working for an edutech, that was so crucial to find students to come and join for projects. I used to tell them that, as an upselling or cross-selling, something like it. I used to give them a free training on soft skills.
Right.
Wherein students wanted to get to know about interesting topic. As a salesperson, we used to say attention, interest, desire, and action. If I feel make you to sit and listen to me, I have something to be interesting about myself to listen to you.
Certainly.
So the way that we made myself to be work on a free training program personally, that made I just got a lot of students into, and then I passionate driven to work on the international sales, how outbound team can be get into. After my 2022 the year, then I got to know that there are so much of room for me to expand or
Right.
scale, wherein I found I started an own organization called Virtual Captains. That means there is no physical barrier to sell, even if it is a service, even if it is a product, to an extent. Because service is a main area that we can sell anywhere, any part of the country, because that's a concept selling. How empower that we can make the other person to listen on your services, that matters.
Right.
So we've been into different markets, Middle East and European markets, and we came to know that ICP, what is ICP? Is about ideal customer profiling. We found that that made to work on the strategy part. Then we are now in a team of 10 members.
Right.
Those who have been working from different part of the country. One is sitting in Germany, 2 people are sitting in UAE, and one is from Qatar, and one is from US, and 4 from India. So there are people those who have been working behind it. I'm so happy that we have been working for outbound lead generation.
Right.
Outbound lead generation, nothing but we heard about inbound. What is inbound? We know Google AdWords, Meta, and all, and we just started getting the leads to us. And refining the leads is very tough.
Right.
With a bank qualification. That means budget, authority, need, and time. Wherein outbound is something we know to whom we have to pitch.
Right.
And we are capable and we are curated ourselves, we are equipped ourselves to find your prospecting ICP. And we'll tell you that this is going to be working, this will not work. Because we will be working on different tweaking of strategies, wherein which is going to become as a good fit for your product or service.
Right.
That is how we came in. And this is my 3rd year right now, when after we started Virtual Captains. I'm more into sales, trainings, and I love to empower students. So I'm just giving trainings to school students, in the same way giving to corporate trainings. So I came to Global Business Conclave is something which I have to, not stopping myself to give the, a setback to a comeback. Because I am a single mother to my child. I have a lot of things to obstacles came to my life, and I don't want to give up. I want to give a chance to myself to prove that there is a room for us to grow, that do use it. That is how we have to make things happen.
I have to confess, Roshna, this has been the best interview till now
Oh,
because you answered 3 questions. You answered one asked question and 2 unanswered questions as well. Having said that, could you throw more light on inbound leads versus outbound leads? And what is the impact you as a sales consultant make to the outbound lead generation platforms?
right. Thank you so much for the question, because that will be more elaborated way. Inbound is something we'll be giving keywords to make that leads to comes in, and it is very hard for you to refine the lead, which is a prospect. Sometimes if we were just calling a customer, they were saying wrongly clicked, wrongly dialed, or something on that. And outbound is something we know who all are we are approaching in, and how we have to curate it. And at the same time, we'll be telling you these are the prospect. So if you are taking the time to identify the prospect, there is no time for us to refine again. We'll get the lead directly. We'll be telling you these are your customers, we'll go for it. And we will go and approach the decision makers and those who are part of the decision makers, who can be giving you the complete leads out of it.
So this is more of fishing in known waters, other than ideally throwing the net into unknown waters.
Absolutely.
This is about creating a customer archetype,
Yeah.
and then bringing it down to finding the right client with the right archetype that we've already figured. Is that
Yes.
wonderful? So tell us more about the GBC and what your learnings have been.
Once we got into a networking, networking is a network, or we have to say net worth is networking, both the ways. So really making the relationship and open to the conversation, that matters a lot. I never miss a chance to come into a platform wherein we can put someone to get motivated and to learn from a scratch. That made me to come and network to the events. And this is something which is global business conclave. There is a huge potential. They can get into trainings and understanding the market more in. And I love to get into market penetrations as well.
Wonderful. So the inspiration levels have been very different as far as it's been you. Where did you get inspired, and what has the journey been like from an employee to an employer? And what is the advice on mindset that you'd like to give people who want to move from the same boat?
Yeah. The thing is, when you feel high, you have to keep yourself low as grounded. When you low, you have to keep yourself in high, that you have to be self-motivated. And maintain this as saturated level. Never go more high, never go more less. So the thing is, sometimes it's quite okay to be not okay. So accept it. And I was having a lot of trauma when I'm been struggling with, understanding the customers' needs and wants. And we've been doing, I never wanted to give up to any point of time. We will keep on trying to make them to be feel comfortable each of the time. And after that, there is a point, customer has to find out which is the right path for them to be in. But we always, when we are associating with a client, we'll ensure that we'll be dedicatedly working with the one account manager for them. So they'll be giving all the guidance and support, not only for consulting.
Right.
We'll be giving the complete sales perspective with a revenue generation format. We'll be giving a 0 to the 100%. That's how we do.
Wonderful. What an inspiration have books been to you, and which is your favorite?
Right now, I am, reading a book called Don't Be Sad. It's related to the Quran, Hadith and all, wherein sometimes I feel very low, emotionally by a bad person. So before that, How to Sell by Shiv Khera, and the book made me to start a company is called Attitude is Everything by Keith Harrell. That made me to start a non-organization. That's a level of powerful impact that a book can make a person to change. And whenever I'm going and delivering a lecture to students, I used to tell them that go and read, because initially I was a person which a lot of hesitant to speak in public, to hold a mic. Right now I am already given a 7,000 plus students training have been done, and privileged to be part of training and motivation, wherein I can contribute something to make them grow.
What a pleasure it's been interacting with you,
Thank you
Roshna.
so much.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.